The sun rose slowly over the village of Mavoko, casting its warm golden light on the slow-moving river that flowed like a lifeline through the heart of the land. The river had seen generations pass, witnessed laughter, loss, birth, and dreams. It was beside this river that a young woman named Amina placed her first charcoal stove, 3 wooden stools, and a small metal grill. Beside her was a sack of fresh chicken, marinated overnight in spices her late grandmother had taught her to blend with love and precision. Amina's eyes sparkled with hope, but her hands trembled. She knew what people were saying. Who grills chicken by the river? The people don't come here to eat, they come to wash and gossip, one woman had told her with a mocking grin. She thinks she's opening a 5-star hotel with that rusty grill, another man had whispered as he walked by with his bicycle. Even the local boys chuckled as they kicked a ball nearby. Amina heard the whispers. She felt the eyes watching her, waiting for her to give up like others before her. But she didn't, not because she was brave, but because she had nothing else. She had lost her job at the town's market when a fire destroyed half the stalls. With no family left except her little sister Zara, Amina had to find a way to feed them both. That old grill had been left behind by her uncle. The riverbank? It was free space, no rent, no noise, and it reminded her of her childhood when she'd sit under the mango tree by the water and listen to her grandmother tell stories while cooking on firewood. On the first day, only a single man came to her stall. He was an old fisherman named Babu Jengo. He didn't say much, just nodded, paid for 1 skewer, and left. But before he disappeared behind the river bend, he turned and said, "This tastes like memories." Amina smiled. That night, she didn't sell anything else. She and Zara ate the leftovers, sitting beside the river, feet in the cool water, watching the moonlight dance on the waves. The next day, she came back again, and the day after. At first, people passed by her like she was invisible, but she remained kind. She offered smiles and little pieces of grilled chicken for free. Some took a bite and walked away without a word. Others gave her that same laugh that cut through her spirit. But she didn't stop. One afternoon, something unexpected happened. Babu Jengo returned. But this time, he brought someone with him, a tourist. A tall woman with a camera around her neck and an accent that made her stand out. The woman looked curious. She asked about the spices, the story, the place. Amina answered shyly but with honesty. The tourist ordered 2 full meals. She took pictures of the stall, the river, even Amina's hands as she turned the chicken with care. She smiled and said, "This is the best chicken I've had in all of Kenya." The next morning, Amina woke up to something unbelievable. Her name was all over social media. The tourist had posted a story about the chicken queen by the river, with hashtags and a location tag. People from nearby towns began showing up. Motorbikes lined the riverbank. Young men came with phones to vlog and review her food. Even city food bloggers made their way down the bumpy roads just to try her grilled chicken. The same locals who had once mocked her now stood in line waiting for a plate. With each passing day, the crowd grew. Amina's little stall grew too. She added more stools, then a shade made of palm leaves. Then came a proper counter, a painted signboard that said River Flame Chicken. Zara started helping her serve while Amina grilled and greeted. The river that once seemed like a silent witness had become her partner. The breeze from the water cooled her customers. Children played nearby while their parents waited for their food. The smell of smoke, spice, and hope filled the air. But then came a challenge. A local businessman, seeing her success, set up a modern food truck just a few meters away. He had loudspeakers, music, and even free sodas. People were tempted. The crowd split. Amina didn't complain. She just kept doing what she knew, grilling with care, serving with humility, and smiling through the smoke. Days passed, and then something remarkable happened again. One evening during heavy rain season, the river flooded slightly. The businessman's fancy food truck, parked too close to the bank, got stuck in the mud. His generator short-circuited. The loud music stopped. The lights went off. Meanwhile, Amina, whose grill was on slightly higher ground and didn't need electricity, kept serving under a waterproof tarp. Her fire kept burning. Her chicken kept sizzling. People naturally returned to her, laughing, drenched, but happy. She offered warm, spicy grilled pieces and hot ginger tea. That night, she sold out before sunset. From that day, no one questioned her place. In fact, she became a local hero. She hired 3 more young women from the village who were jobless. She taught them how to marinate, grill, and speak kindly to customers. One of them, a single mother named Nuru, said the job saved her life. Amina didn't just build a business. She created a community. Local news stations came to cover her story. A documentary filmmaker even offered to make a short film about her journey. One day, as she was preparing the grill for the lunch crowd, an elderly woman approached her. She wore a headscarf and walked slowly with a cane. It was Mama Sifa, the oldest woman in the village who rarely left her home. She said, "My child, I came to taste what the river has blessed. I've heard it in dreams." Amina cried that day, not because of pain but because everything she believed had finally come true. Soon after, the village council officially gave her the space beside the river and helped her build a permanent food spot. With time, Amina turned her stall into a small open-air restaurant with bamboo walls and lantern lights. River Flame became a destination. People came not just for the food but for the story, the feeling, the peace of eating by the river where dreams had once seemed like foolishness. And still, every morning, Amina starts her fire the same way, with prayer, gratitude, and the spices her grandmother once taught her. The same spices that carried the taste of memory, resilience, and hope. She always leaves one stool open, a tradition she says is for the river, because without it, she wouldn't be who she is. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let others hear the story of the girl who grilled chicken by the river, and prove that blessings can come from where no one expects.